Welcome to Medical Sales Live, the #1 resource for breaking into medical sales and building your career.
Hello, everyone. My name is John Akers, and I am the COO at the Medical Sales College. Welcome to another episode of Medical Sales Live. Today in the studios, we are very fortunate to have Brian Giuliano from Boston Scientific, sales rep with EP. Brian is close to our headquarters, actually, down in Sarasota. And I would love for you to share your story with the audience of just how this meeting came to be.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. First and foremost, thanks for having me. And really, it's near and dear to my heart, a program like the Medical Sales College, because many years ago, I went to a similar facility like this, and probably back in about 2005. So it's near and dear to my heart, getting into an industry, by going to a school like this, a specialized school. So, and I know you've been in the industry a long time, get legendary status for all intents and purposes. So I reached out to you and, just really wanted to kind of know what was going on over here and seeing how I can help and, how we can kind of network. And really wanted to just check out the school. I thought it was really incredible what you guys were doing. So, so I reached out to you and here we are.
So, Brian, you obviously have seen the benefits of entering the industry via a school, 16, 17 years ago,
Yeah.
And what it's done for your career. Thank you for initiating today and coming up here and investing some time with us to learn more about the Medical Sales College. Share with the audience a story that you told me with your friend from New York entering the business, the challenges that he had, and the role that you played.
Yeah, I mean, it's extremely hard to break in, to your point. And, if we unpack that a bit, especially with the situation I was in with a friend of mine who was looking to change industries, didn't have medical experience, but, really wanted to get onto a different career path. And, there's a lot of obstacles with that. So, if you really don't know someone that's deeply connected in with a hiring manager and there's not a need in a specific area, the interviewing pool is so deep that a lot of times, you're up against a lot of stiff competition and people with experience, people that have, a track record. So, his situation was unique that I happened to, have a connection with somebody and I was able to, get him an opportunity. But, other than that, he would have had to have, got a job somewhere else, proved himself in some type of sales or a different industry to even be considered to kind of come over. So in hindsight, if I didn't have that connection to get him in, I mean, a place like the Medical Sales College, I think is key to be able to come here, invest in yourself, and that's going to be really the differentiator, because if not for that, and if not for programs like this, it's extremely hard to break in. So he was lucky, and we did get him an opportunity. He's doing very well. But for the most part, extremely difficult to break in. So, when you come to a situation where you bring people into a school like the Medical Sales College, they get an experience level, they're learning technical, they're learning sales aptitude, and, just getting to the sense of what we looked at, what you showed me before, which blew my mind about the zero fee, the program that you have for the networking of, all hiring managers. I think let's talk about that a little bit because, as someone that's looked for people to bring in and to build teams, which is extremely difficult and it's hard to vet real talent, I think this program that you guys have set up is it really blew me away. I think that there's a lot of positives to it. The way they have videos on each student and you have access to their LinkedIn and the resume. I think that was really, really impressive.
Yeah, and so Brian, the reason we do that is, and I think you can go back to 2004, and one of the drivers for you attending a school to get into med sales is the fact that the ultimate success is students securing jobs in the industry. That's why they come. And secondly is, yes, they have, once they get that job, they have to have the skill sets of, clinical skills and selling skills to remain and foster a flourishing career. What zero fee recruiting does is it offers a hiring manager an opportunity to really, number one, come to a single source and find talent, find individuals who are invested in themselves, who've made an investment to dedicate their lives to enter this business. They also demonstrate their aptitude, and that hiring manager can see their performance in that class, as well as the geography for which they live now and the geographies for which they're open to either relocating or working in the future. It's extremely efficient. As we all know, our days are long. We start, and you said all the good money in the business is done by 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning, right? So you're in the hospital by 6 a.m., okay? And in those scenarios, after that, in the evenings, you're oftentimes at dinner with a customer, right? And so by the time you finish talking to spouses, significant others, children, it's 10 or after, and now we're charged with finding talent, okay? That can be a daunting task. When zero fee comes into play, now, like you said, there's videos, there's resumes, there's a whole litany of questions and assessment for how they perform during class.
Yeah, I mean, you showed me, multiple candidates in different regions, and I've never seen anything like that before. So it was very interesting. I think it would be, huge help to anyone looking for talent. And I was impressed. I was impressed with the candidates, and I was impressed with the overall presentation of the system and how it worked and how it networked. So coming to here, obviously, as I said, it's close to my heart because I've been through a similar type of program, and just at this phase of my life where I want to really try to give back and help people that are coming up to get into different careers. But after speaking with you and really getting down to the nuts and bolts of what's really going on here, I was just thoroughly impressed. And what I would say is, any hesitation that comes from the beginning of hearing about, I'm going to go to this school and I got to pay for it, and then I'm going to get this job. I think you really have to kind of look under the hood a little bit and research it yourself. Because if I listened to everybody back from when I did it, I would never be in this industry, right? So I think the key thing that I would say is, if you're watching this, if you have a feeling about medical sales, if it interests you, to follow your own mind, follow your own heart, and at least dig in a little bit to experience what's going on. Because the things that you've shown me, the facility here, the people that you have working in all aspects of each department here, it's really just blown me away. I think what you guys are doing here is just, you're at the cusp of really getting out there and showing people what you have to offer, and really just having this place where people could come and learn and be exposed to the opportunities that could come out of this. So I think it's a really good opportunity for people to look at.
Well, I can tell you that I personally, and on behalf of the Medical Sales College, we are very grateful that you took that step to initiate contact and then took time out of what is always a crazy day in the medical sales industry to come up and spend some time with us. We are very grateful. Brian, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Brian, we wish you all the best at Boston Scientific. Continue to rock it. And anytime you're up here in the Tampa market, you're welcome to drop in without notice. We really enjoyed having you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thanks for tuning in to Medical Sales Live. Remember to like and subscribe to this channel for the latest in all things medical sales.